In this podcast, we are going to take a look at personality differences in education. Firstly, though, we need to ask, how is personality defined? How does personality impact on your learning? And how does personality affect our teaching? We all have different personalities, different in a number of ways. How are they different? And how do they affect our learning and education? The trait approach to personality is focused on differences between individuals. The combination and interaction of various traits forms a personality that is unique to each of us. Trait theory is focused on identifying and measuring these individual qualities. If we consider the piano as the analogy for the classroom, the pianist is our teacher, and the keys are the ranges of students' personalities within that classroom. We can see from research that there are various ways to classify personality. Myers-Briggs offers us a useful model for understanding the factors which influence this. Being an extrovert or an introvert is all about how we prefer to relate to the world, whether we focus on the world around us or our own inner world. How we prefer to receive and process information is referred to as either sensing or intuition. When making our decisions, do we prefer to look at logic and consistency, or do we look at people and circumstances? This is referred to as either thinking or feeling. In dealing with the outside world, do we prefer a more structured and organised lifestyle or more flexibility? This is either judging or perceiving. These characteristics are not black or white. Individual personality can be anywhere on the spectrum of each trait. This, of course, means that there are as many variations of personality as there are students, and no one falls into a single type. We are all unique. For example, you could be an introvert or an extrovert, or somewhere in between. A learning styles approach to education is based on the idea that all students have strengths and abilities, but each student may have a preferred way of using these abilities. We'll now look at how each of the personality types engages in the classroom. An extrovert learns best by talking and being physically engaged. This type of learner works best in classrooms that facilitate discussion and group work. Introverts are energized by their inner world of reflection and contemplation. They learn best through quiet mental reflection and prefer independent work as they need time for internal processing. They enjoy classes that allow them to contribute voluntarily. Sensing types like more concrete facts, organization and structure. They are easily frustrated and can be quite impatient. They like instruction that allows them to use their senses and enjoy hands-on activities. They have difficulty with instructors who move quickly or jump from thought to thought, and learn best when material is relatable to real situations. Intuitive students enjoy new material. However, they do not always read a test question fully and often rely on hunches. They thrive when they have opportunities to be inventive and original. Thinking personalities use logical analysis to interpret material. They understand better when material is presented in a logical, orderly fashion. When dealing with abstracts, they need to have the logic pointed out. Feeling types need a personal connection to classroom material. They need a lot of feedback. Judging personalities plan their work and stick to plan. They don't work well last minute, but usually meet their deadlines. And finally, perceiving types are stimulated by new and different information. They work well under pressure. However, their biggest problem is procrastination. They like to have a variety of choice within their assignments. Ackerman's theory regarding intelligence as processes, personality, knowledge, and interests claims that personality traits play an important role in the development of knowledge. They direct an individual's choices and level of persistence to engage in intellectually stimulating activities and settings. So individual differences in personality may influence academic performance. According to Schmeck, a learning strategy disembodied from personality-related factors is only a short-term prop for learning and does not allow for long-term and engaged education. It is important to remember that the student personalities are not the only ones in the classroom. As teachers, we all have our own personality and learning style too. Research shows that as teachers, we tend to teach in the same style as we learn. Once we understand the link between personality types and learning styles, we can make sure as teachers that we engage in methodologies that teach to a range of personalities and the full scale of learning needs in our classrooms. There are numerous ways we can engage in this broader spectrum of teaching methodology, which ensures that we engage with every personality type within the classroom rather than teaching to a specific section. We can include group work, individual assignments, project work, quiz activities, structured discussions, presentations and demonstrations, debates, and even fieldwork. Understanding your personality type, preferred ways of learning, and ideal classroom environment can help you effectively deal with classroom situations that don't match your preferred style. So we can see that our personality directly influences how we learn and also how we teach. And as teachers, we must remember, if students do not learn the way we teach, then we must teach the way they learn.